Hey everyone, you got Anderson, one of the co-founders of Quanto. This video is recapping our 2025 conference season. Kind of funny because I feel like I'm an athlete saying that I went through some sort of big season, but maybe it is for us accountants where we go and travel the world, meeting other accountants, learning about accounting topics and getting CPE credits. And so maybe that is our playoff season in many ways. But for me, and for the Quanto team, we actually attended 7. So I actually wrote it down. So I was like wanting to make sure that we hit every conference that we went to, because honestly, conferences were one of the biggest highlights. We met so many people. We got a lot of clients actually out of conferences. We made a lot of friends in the startup space, but also other accounting mentors. And then we also just learned a lot. I think a lot of things around AI, M&A, the news is just moving so fast. And so being able to talk to people face to face over dinners and meals to really understand how people were using tools or how they're approaching topics like M&A was really interesting. And so we went to a lot of the QuickBooks Connect events. So we were at the ones in Toronto, but then also went to the big one in Vegas, which was a lot of fun. And then our whole team went to Accountex twice actually throughout the year. And so we got to see other vendors, we got to meet some of our clients there, and we just got to hear a lot of fun talks. XeroCon was another one that we got to attend. And then we had a couple of dinners. I think that was like really fun and an intimate experience. So we hosted one with our friends across the street, actually, Ben. We went to a few other events here. Swoop is another one of our local friends here that hosted a few events, actually in our co-working space. So we were able to go there and meet a lot of accountants. And then we were also able to go to Bridging the Gap, which was one of our biggest highlights in Denver. And so you're going to see all these like photos pop up that we want to showcase. And I think Bridging the Gap has some really fun ones where we wore this t-shirt that had asked people to tap me for AI advice. And I felt a bit timid and a little bit shy because it was our first time going to that event and wearing a shirt like that. But it was actually one of the best decisions we made, because I made a lot of friends when people just came up to me awkwardly being like, hey, can I actually have some AI advice, or what is this tool? And so that was one of the best things that we did. And then to end off the year, we actually did digital CPA out in Washington, D.C. We played Catan with our friends over at Ping Assistant. And so we brought some Catan boards. That was a ton of fun. And so we're trying to do a lot of different things. I think the one thing to highlight also was when we were at QuickBooks Connect out in Vegas. We did an awesome hike with a lot of fellow software vendors. So we were doing that with Suite. We did it with the folks at Levy, Retriever, and also with the folks at Cloud Accountant Staffing. So that was a lot of fun, getting everyone onto the bus, taking them to Red Rock Canyon, and just not even talking about accounting or anything, but just talking about how we wanted to have more events out there that involved kind of physical movement. And so we're trying to bring more events. So those were 7 events that we had in 2025. We're starting off the year with Bridging the Gap out in San Francisco. So we're really excited to meet a lot of the folks that we met in 2025 and starting the year, keeping those connections alive. And I think we're going to double down and do a lot more conferences and actually take more content, because what we want to see is a lot more fellow accountants at these conferences, especially in the age of AI, where there's so much noise going to happen on the internet, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. We want to foster more connection over meals, over hikes, over workouts. And just be able to have people have more balance and be able to connect more with their clients and their families when they are able to get back more time thanks to all these tools, hopefully. And so this is just a quick recap. And then hopefully my editing was okay, and you were able to see some of the photos that are popping up here, and really, really excited to share more of what's in store for us in 2026.